You keep moving, but it only brings you closer to this point. You believed speed would let you escape what was already decided. Every path you took led here, whether you realized it or not. You call this resistance, but it was never going to change anything. You were determined to win, even when the outcome was clear. In the end, you were never fast enough to matter. You choose to follow, believing it gave you purpose. You called it love, as if that would protect you. You stayed, even when you should have turned away. You believed your feelings would change the outcome. You stood here by choice, not understanding what that meant. In the end, your devotion led you here. You understood what was happening, but you stayed anyway. You believed knowledge would give you control over this. You calculated your chances and ignored the result. You thought you could find a solution if you had enough time. You knew this would happen long before it did. In the end, understanding did not save you. You relied on strength because it was all you understood. You believed fighting harder would change the outcome. You stood your ground, even when it was already lost. You guarded everything except the truth in front of you. You never questioned whether this was a battle you could win. In the end, your strength failed you. You were never meant to be here, but you stayed anyway. You believed kindness would protect you from this. You trusted that things would turn out differently. You did not understand what kind of path this was. You kept believing, even when there was nothing left to believe in. In the end, your innocence could not change anything. You tried to change this outcome, but you failed every time. You believed time would give you another chance. You repeated your efforts, expecting a different result. You thought you could fix what was already decided. You came here knowing how this would end. In the end, time did not save you. You carried your responsibility until it brought you here. You believed your duty would give you the strength to endure. You stood firm, even when there was nothing left to protect. You accepted this outcome long before it happened. You thought your resolve would be enough. In the end, your resolve was not nearly enough to guarantee your survival. You followed your purpose without ever questioning it. You believed adaptation would allow you to overcome this. You acted exactly as you were designed to. You repeated the same process, expecting a different result. You were never meant to win this encounter. In the end, your function failed you. You relied on your intellect, believing it gave you control. You created endlessly, thinking it would be enough. You believed you could outthink this situation. You planned for everything except this. You never considered that you were not in control. In the end, your mind could not save you.